Alex Butter. Yeah, he's got rash like right here. Almost.
Y'all have enough to do the whole upstairs? Is that what that's for?
No.
I only bought enough for cardio thing to see if everyone uses it. Roomba vacuum. I need one that does mop. Well, they say they have a mop one.
They do have a mop.
They have a few new rugs since the last time I've been here. Maybe we just moved them over because we're going to put all that shit in there.
Cody?
Here out of the way.
Scabies.
Hey, this one
You
is
got two pairs of socks on or just a pair of big thick camping
Who's
socks?
wearing men's socks?
thick camping socks.
Get over, you get in the corner.
Okay.
Sit over here. Send off camera.
I don't know.
Sorry, Tyler, but you're gonna sit there.
How's it going, Justin?
Man, good.
So you've been married how long now?
You're freezing, ain't you?
2 months. We got married May
Yeah,
1st.
2 months, July 1st. Got married May 1st.
Wait till you get to 14 years.
You've been married 14 years?
Jesus.
How old are you?
35.
We're not.
She got married at 21? That's pretty good.
In
Get
between
ready to go.
Afghanistan and Iraq. 7 months later, I went to Iraq.
Bet your woman puts up with all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah, especially now. Now he's on the hyperlink.
Are you on the hyperlink for real?
Look at him. He look like he's on the hyperlink.
I had to take his bottle
And check, he
got on
did
Friday.
a pill count for
and do a fucking pill count.
You just take it for the energy?
Yeah, I
you
just
try to
take
get lean.
no shit.
Like, we're gonna
Dude,
stop-
you know how my metabolism
Well, look what
is.
happened to him. I
Yeah.
mean, he's fucking skeleton. We're gonna stop letting him have them, and I'm gonna fucking issue them out to him.
One a day.
You're
want
gonna
this?
have a little pill count.
Thank
out
you.
for me.
Well, they do work.
What's all over the fucking couch here,
I
Cody?
don't- That's you. That's your spot.
Cody slept here.
already there.
Yeah.
Drool.
My head was 3 feet over.
Who sat here when we were watching the movie the other day? One of those little fucking mongoloids. No bullshit. I was over here.
This is the same one I got in.
That's not what
It is. That's why I was showing you. Those are some of Dwayne's from the show this year.
That's
So-
the one we got last year.
So he's big into Ducatis. So he took a Ducati rotor and cut it up. Was able to get 5 blanks out of it. And that's the Ducati rotor.
That's the only one that had dots on it. The other ones had lines.
And then that's some of his shit. It's changed a lot this year, man. He bought some new equipment, the whole jeweler's torch and stuff.
I love how he
I
does
love the
that
cut
stuff
on
on the
that.
bottom. I like how he always puts his name.
And the type of metal he's using.
Yeah, in the top of metal. Because I forget. I have to look at the pouch and go get the little business
He'll
card.
forget. He has to put that because
Yeah.
he pioneers that shit. Like he'll find some metal that was never in the knife industry and bring it into the industry, and then 18 months later, all of a sudden everybody's using it and it's the standard shit. But it really, Dwayne,
Head of the game for sure.
that's his deal. That's his niche in there. It's just finding new metal.
Man, he's a stand-up dude. He was super nice to me. Like, first time I ever met him, you could have went, who's this guy? I'm talking to him.
You know what? Mick fucking cut his hand really bad.
I saw it on Instagram.
And he just ground. I guess he ground his first piece the other day. I saw, and I talked back and forth with him a couple times. He'll be at the USN show in Vegas coming up, but he's back. He said I still got it. He had actually ground a piece of metal.
How did he do it?
Something was unclamped in the thing, and it spun and fucking literally just cut all his fingers off almost. Well, down like it cut the tendons and everything. He had to have microsurgery, but his shit's back working.
Just that quick.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
in a split second.
Yeah, those grinders will. If you're not paying attention, those grinders will grab that and it'll quick.
That's scary.
Yeah, there's nothing you're not like, oh, let me get out of the way.
Yeah,
It's
it's
too
so
late. It's like
fast.
ping, ping, ping in the room, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
And then you feel blood.
When I first met Dwayne, like before we even had the shop, you know, when we first got the shop, he was working in the back there. And he talks about he used to work at a little airport in a hangar over there. So
yeah,
a metal
yeah.
fab shop or something.
Yeah.
Dude cut his arm off in a bandsaw. Dwayne talks. I remember like first time I'd ever heard, you know, tourniquet use and shit. He'd put a belt around the guy trying to just tourniquet, and they put his arm on ice, and fucking they put that dude's shit back on, and like 6 months later he was fucking functioning. His arm was he was using it.
It was a clean cut.
I don't know how clean cut a bandsaw
I mean,
is, but
Not clean, but I mean it was straighter than.
It's almost
getting
probably a little
wrecked,
shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking cringe thinking about that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, if you fall off of that pedestal there, princess, make sure you fall that way. That way has a much farther fall.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't even pay any attention. I'm super clumsy.
As long as you land on your booty.
See your logo on your shirt there?
Oh yeah, I knew it felt good.
So Justin's here, obviously. It's been a couple months. We got another shipment of protein and supplements downstairs. They will be online this afternoon if they're not already. We did a question and answer. It's a lot smaller than normal. Like we were talking about, Facebook has changed their algorithm. So I've got 3 pages where we used to have 10 within the first few minutes here. But we'll do a question and answer. Let's just start off before we do that. What's new? What have you been doing?
What's new? The labels. So we finally got it converted to the full wrap.
I saw that.
And we're just, as the products run out, the new batches are getting the full wrap labels with the full holographic, and it's been very, very time consuming, but it's awesome.
Why is the Vaso in a bigger, taller bottle now?
We added, so I don't know if any of y'all remember, but we had problems with it clumping.
Yep, I'm
It would
still
be good for like a
using-
month or two, but then after that it would clump, and it's just every time you open it, moisture gets in, and there's the product in there, Hydromax glycerol, is a patented form of glycerol. Okay, very, very potent. 65% glycerol versus 5% of the old school. Now, so it was literally sucking water out of the air faster than the packet in there could disperse it, and it was because the flavor wasn't giving enough volume. So we took out the flavor, we took out all of that, and we added in a little extra silica, which is, it's got a few little health benefits, but we mainly put it in so we could get rid of the clumping. In doing that, it increased the volume. It just made it more fluffy. So when it was more packed, we could fit it in a smaller container. The same volume, it just ends up being fluffier. So we had to use a bigger container.
It almost gel up, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it did. It got hard. Like, I'm still using old
Yeah, and
containers.
it's still good. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
I'm still
but
using the
it's-
old. I just have to kind of cut it.
Yeah, you have to cut it out.
Once it's in the water, though, it'll
Yeah,
dissolve up.
it literally would suck the water out of there.
The new stuff doesn't seem to taste as good either.
It's zero flavor.
Yeah, it has the
The other one was like a
Cherry.
apple-ish, cherry-ish.
like, cause I'll take it by itself or just with 2 scoops of 187 real fast. But it's definitely better if you put aminos in it.
Yeah, I always mix it with aminos just for the fact, and all this to y'all out there, if you're taking Vaso 2, please put aminos in it. It will increase the uptake of the aminos. If you just look at the simple ingredient list and do a quick Google search, or you can go to my YouTube page. I just did a video on it last week, and I fully break down all the ingredients, okay? So you know exactly what's in there, exactly what each ingredient does, and why I put them in there. So those ingredients will take your aminos and get them where they need to go faster. Which, that's what we all want.
Well, that's what the Vaso's for. Just it injects anything you're putting in you, it puts it in faster,
Yeah.
right?
It's like a supercharger.
Before whatever you're trying to inject, or but before whatever you want to go in is gone out of the system, the Vaso puts it in your system before you pass it out.
Right. We've had pretty good results putting it in some kids. It's really hot outside in Alabama right now, in Tennessee, but it's super humid. So there's kids dehydrating, getting sick at summer practices, and or working on the farm or whatever. And I'm not a huge fan of Gatorade because of all the sugar or Powerade or any of that, but there's the Powerade Zeros, and typically we'll take, let's say, 1 Gatorade and split it into thirds and do 1/3 Gatorade, 2/3 water, and then like 1 scoop of amino, half to 1 scoop of Vaso is all you need. Drink that as your drink out in the heat. You will not dehydrate. I mean, you might, but it would be tough.
What's the youngest age you recommend?
Oh, my 6-year-old will drink it.
Really?
Yeah.
And Sebastian's been in a lot of trouble, so he's been outside a lot lately.
I seen the video where he got in trouble for the vacuum.
Oh, there's more
Shit,
than that.
ain't
You don't even know that.
that ain't
He
shit.
shaved. Show him. Let's see your head.
You shaved
Pull it
it.
up.
Well, it's growing back. He shaved. It was
Pull
bald.
back. The whole
He
thing.
still has to get his punishment for that. We're gonna actually shave half of his head here, forward.
I would just do a reverse mohawk.
Nope, you're not getting anything you
Reverse
want.
mohawk.
That isn't something I want.
So he's picked up a lot of rocks, and he's been a good dog walker. Well, I wouldn't say good, but he's good at hiding it. So,
I wouldn't expect nothing less from Sebastian.
it's all silly shit.
He's silly.
Like the dog will shit, and rather than picking it up, he will try to hide it with gravel. So now you got these volcanoes of gravel. It's like a dead, like you can see it fucking 1,000 feet away.
Like the gravel doesn't even match.
No, yeah, because the gravel is sun bleached, so now he's
Yeah.
put a different color. It's like you might as well put a strobe on it. And not one, there's like 12 piles of it every day.
Yeah.
So, it's been crazy. All right, well, we'll
Keeps everybody laughing though. So I'm trying. I guess you asked me what else was new. The labels.
got married.
Got married May 1st to Whitney. She's not on camera, but
She's actually here, though.
yeah, she's here. Some of y'all may be on my Instagram or Facebook. May have saw some pictures from the honeymoon.
You might know her as Whitley.
It was awesome. Whitley. who called her?
I do.
Yeah, John.
John.
Was it you that started that? At the Blade Show, right?
Yeah.
It was Blade Show
Hey, Dad,
last year.
next to Mom's nail place, they have a. Anyways, they had a name in the window. It was literally Whitley.
Yeah,
And Mom took a
because
picture
she
of it and
works there
sent it to her.
sometimes.
Ah,
A side gig.
she's side gig. She does nails on the side.
I like your new watch.
Oh yeah, I got
Not that one.
the Apple Watch.
There's the new pink one there.
So, of course, Whitney, everything we get pretty much we get the same thing. She got an Apple Watch. She got me one because what I was trying to do was track my steps, track my heart rate, track my sleep, and all that. And I bought the Fitbit HR, and I saw, man, some of this data just doesn't look right. So I bought another tracking mechanism, put it on my ankle. Then I compared the two,
That's
and I
what
had
I
like
was-
a 30%. That's what they.
The court put that
I asked
on, or,
Jeff.
no,
That's
no.
what I said. I told Jeff. I was like,
I was innocent.
Swinney, they have an ankle bracelet on over
But
there.
when I did it, I saw like a 30% difference, and I
We
was
put
like,
a collar
okay,
on
crap.
him usually when we want to know where he's at.
And then
Yeah.
I bought the Apple Watch to try to confirm because I was trying
So
to.
that's
figure
not
out-
her watch. That's
No,
yours?
this is mine.
I was gonna
She
say,
has
you
the
know,
exact one.
for that to tell what you're doing, you have to wear it. You know.
Yeah, she's literally beside me all day. But I finally, after taking 3 different watches and 3 different sources of data, I've got a better understanding of, because I have a problem with maintaining weight. I'm very active. Y'all are all very active up here, but in my job, and I would lose 5 pounds a day. You know, I just have to eat it back on and lose it, eat it back on. And now, okay, well, I can know how many calories I have to eat based on how many steps and how my heart rate is now I sleep, because I got 3 different data trackers.
Which
And
one do you
it's-
think's more accurate?
I think the Apple Watch is one of the most accurate, and the Fitbit HR is pretty close to it. I think the Apple Watch will probably be the best.
I'll bet I've bought a dozen of those.
Apple Watches?
I'll bet you we couldn't show you a single one.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
She
Mom.
fucking loses. I don't know how she loses them.
she broke hers. She
bummed.
busted the screen.
Amanda's been wearing that. She likes that Apple Watch, so.
But it's cool. I like to see my heart rate. You know, I do not wear them much when I work out. If I do, I'll put them both on my ankle. I just can't stand stuff on my wrist unless it's something that actually enhances the workout. This gets in my way. I'll
Like a
break it.
brace or something.
Is that enhancing? That's that Rolex right there enhancing
Yeah.
a lot.
I don't wear that
You
much
getting a lot
workout. I
of,
wore
you
it
getting a lot
once,
of
but
workout enhancement out there.
get my arms pumped up. But she bought me that for the wedding.
I saw it. That's
I
fucking-
doubt I would splurge
Good
that
choice.
much on a watch, but she's the Submariner
good, yeah.
in my favorite blue. So I love it.
I remember looking
It's
at
cool.
those as a kid, man. I'd stop at every jewelry store that had one in the
Yep.
window.
That's what, when I was growing up, all I ever wanted was a Rolex. I was like, when I get to be 40 or whatever in business, someday I'm going to have me a damn Rolex. People want Corvettes. And I didn't want that. I thought cars were stupid. I want a big, nasty truck and a Rolex.
You
And I
got
was
the
like,
Swinney
well,
logo on it?
yeah, no.
You
I
know,
don't warranty that.
you know, for $10,000, they'll put whatever you want on
Yeah.
that Rolex and void your warranty and kill
Yeah.
your resale. And
Yeah, I know
all the
some of
deal.
the rappers do that, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to avoid the
I
warranty.
wouldn't
and
either.
Smith and Blackout Concept, or there's a couple of them that do it.
which I know that you can put diamonds in them and all that logos, but I just like,
Keep
I
them,
don't
leave
know if I
that
wanna
leave
do
that
that.
one alone and get with Jeremy. They got a Smith and Bradley has a new. I believe it's a subsidiary company he's doing. is doing a lot of higher end stuff, and
Oh, really?
he will customize and build your own logo. They're the ones that did our watches,
The Smith and Bradleys, I saw those.
and they were awesome to work with.
Yeah.
And they were so easy to work with.
That may be something in the future. I won't get into this one.
Yeah, leave that one.
This is
alone.
super sentimental, yeah.
The thing with Rolex is you can always sell them for your money.
Oh yeah.
Like these, I'd be hard pressed to get 80%, 75% of what I paid right now. I could probably sell it today at half the price I paid for it. That you could get all your money
Yeah,
back
they
out.
overvalue.
It's nice though. If you've never had one, when you put one on, it feels different.
It will fucking destroy your laptop computer if you're typing on it from your lap.
Oh yeah. I was doing that on the way here. She's
I
like,
have.
"What is that noise?
Take
Take
'em
that
off."
off."
Yeah, I was like,
Like-
it literally cut through. I was wearing
Yeah.
Horton's Rolex, and it cut through my top of my keyboard. That plastic, it cut. I mean, you could see inside the computer.
It scratched mine up just on the way here. And I was like, "Damn, I guess it will mess up a laptop." Oh, we went to Antigua in the West Indies. Amazing for the honeymoon. Cocoa Bay Resort. They treat us like royalty. We had a little suite out on the water. I don't know if anybody's ever been there, but dude,
See
it's-
any mermaids or anything?
um,
Any dolphin raping going on?
we saw a bunch of fish and stuff like that because the water is
You
like.
laughed,
that.
was there?
But
Did you see some dolphin rape?
no,
It's a real thing.
everybody there was super nice. It was a tourist-based town. Like 80% of the income's tourist, so it was like no crime. I mean, here I am. I get off the plane, like, oh god, I don't have a gun. I couldn't bring my knife. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Because I'm
Go
already-
straight to town and buy a
we went-
knife.
I went straight and bought a knife. Because
Literally.
I didn't think.
What kind of knife do you buy in Antigua?
It was
machete?
no. They have the SOG, just a little.
Yeah,
It's
a
basic,
real
they
real
did.
off
brand.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what? I wouldn't normally buy this knife, but it's $60,
Yeah.
and I'll have
It'll
something
do
in
the
my
job.
pocket versus
Yeah.
nothing.
Might have to cut some mangoes or something.
Because I'd be damned if I'm taking a strider through my luggage and it gets stolen.
Mhm.
And I'm like, screw that. But
So were there like a lot of other tourists there?
man, that's all it
Did
was.
they have a package like you all get together and
Yeah.
go have dinner?
Yep. We had we went to a really like small boutique high end resort. So it wasn't like a Sandals or anything. It was only like 20 huts. But like you have your own chef, you have your own suite, and it's on the water. It's separate. We had an indoor outdoor
We
bathroom.
were actually over the water. weren't
Oh
we?
yeah.
Yeah, I
We had
saw-
like a infinity pool on our deck. It was really cool. Like I'd recommend it to anybody. Very good people. The manager's good. And everybody's now Antigua's ordering all our products.
Oh,
We
yeah,
sampled them
that's
out when we were there.
That's cool
And they're like,
shit.
oh, this is the best protein we ever had. They don't know no better. They're going bodybuilding.com
Yeah.
and getting some kind of cheap.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah.
And we had time to get to hang out with them and stuff like
Can
that.
you live there inexpensively? Had you stayed there?
The food is kind of pricey, like if you go to the grocery store, because it's all import tax.
Yeah.
But you could live there. I mean, Giorgio Armani, Mariah Carey,
They
a
all
bunch of
have.
people like that have houses there. I mean, if you took $200,000, you could probably buy a very, very nice home. You know, for $500,000, you could buy a beach
Yeah.
home.
It's like here, you can get a really nice trailer.
Double wide.
And it's only a 2-hour flight from Miami, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we flew from
In a
Nashville
real,
to
a
Miami.
real jet? Like they can land
No,
real
no, it was
airplanes?
big, yeah. It was a commercial, like a Delta or something like that.
Don't expect luggage to arrive.
What?
Don't expect luggage to arrive.
We got our luggage.
No, it's
Yeah.
a through
No
flight.
problem.
Yeah, it was legit. They have a good airport. It had like
Then
maybe 8
you had
bays.
a layover.
Hmm?
Yeah, just
Not there. From Miami, it's straight there.
Two.
It's it's kind of down past Cuba and the Bahamas. Like Cuba's
Right.
here, it's right past that.
Do a lot of working out while you're there?
Telling the truth, no.
Didn't take a THX trainer?
I took one. I
Took
did
it.
a little bit,
Still packed up.
but I didn't do a
In
lot.
that baggie, you'll never ever
Yeah.
get it
We
back
used it
into.
to put our
The,
feet up while we were sitting on the porch.
Did they
I
have
did
the
like
gym there?
a little bit of body squats, a little bit of rows, a little bit of push-ups, but that's about it. I mean, when you're on your honeymoon,
Yeah.
obviously you're getting a workout anyway. So I was pretty tired from that.
Alright.
I didn't need much more.
How's the gym?
Gym's good, man. Still, we really don't change. I buy new equipment occasionally, keep the members happy, but we are not a mass market gym. I've had more people coming from like around the country that have heard about us or Google us or heard about me, and I'll get a random email that says, hey, I want to book a session on a Friday and a Saturday. I want to come stay the night in the hotel. I want to learn. I want to be trained, and I want to go home.
Oh really?
And that's cool. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only doing personal training, like 2 clients. That's it.
Right.
And I'll have them early in the morning. The rest of the time I do all like I do for you, the nutrition consultations. I'll bring people in. I do the body fat test. I create a full program, and I see them again in a month. That's all I do. That's it. And it's been, and I've put a lot more time in the nutrition company. We're following some of our results a little more closely. You know, checking formulas, trying to come out with a few new things. But until I get them just right, we're not going to do it. I'm trying to do a vegetable formula, and it is giving me trouble.
It was before.
It's still, yeah. And it's like
And the
I've got
potato,
it.
and the potato thing.
And the potato thing.
The sweet potato.
And we halted the potato, and I jumped on because when I do something, I'm kind of all in. Got on the vegetable, and I got a good formula, and I was like, oh God, this formula is so expensive, we might not even be able to make it, because I'm trying to get the ORAC value high, trying to get all the antioxidants, fruits and vegetables, trying to keep the sugar under 1 gram,
What's
2
ORAC?
grams.
Sounds like something off Lord of the Rings.
The best way to describe it is like antioxidants.
Okay.
So it's like when you eat, if you say 3 cups of fruit and vegetables, you'll get X amount. We're trying to get that insulin.
I just put spirulina in my vanilla ice cream.
Well, that has a value too. Well, that is one of my ingredients.
My
Actually,
juice sweetened.
that is one of my ingredients. That's
All
about
right.
it.
You ready to do some questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I just said, hey, Justin's going to be this one. We'll do a video. What's the best way for a guy who is way, capital W-A-Y, way overweight to get started? What products do you recommend for weight loss?
Okay. So when somebody's, I guess, pretty far on the spectrum as far as out of shape goes, the best way to start is with moderation. Do not go crazy and go 7 days a week, twice a day. I mean, I guess you could, but it seems to me like that would be a bad way to get, an easy way to get hurt and a quick way to get burnt out. So for that person, I'd recommend starting out with 3 days a week, like every other day type thing. Give your body time to rest. Maybe do 3 days a week for 3 weeks, and then go 4 days a week for 4 weeks, and then go 5 days a week for 5 weeks, and let your body adjust. And 4 or 5 days a week is plenty for anybody. And I would split it up probably 60-70% weight training, 30 to 40% cardiovascular, because weight training is just going to have more of a benefit and stick to the basics. And as far as supplements go, just for fat loss, our top 2 is always the Lean 8 and the Hyperlean. One's a stimulant, one's a non-stimulant. And the protein shakes, the Champ protein shakes are really, really good for meal replacements. You know, I personally hate getting up and fixing a big breakfast every morning. It is so much easier to do the shakes. That's our top way to go.
Do you, between Hyperlean and Lean 8,
It's going, brother.
does one work better than the other?
They kind of work the same, but for the same purpose, but they work completely different. So Lean 8, you take with food every time you eat. There's 0 stimulants. You can take a double serving, go to sleep. Okay?
I do. I take it before I go to bed.
And that's
I
the
just
best
started
time.
taking it like a week ago.
When you take Lean 8 before bed, it actually makes you burn fat in your sleep. It inhibits the enzymes that make you store fat.
I noticed
Okay?
that I'm hotter.
Yeah, that's raising your metabolism and core temperature.
Take it with
But
chocolate.
now the Hyperlean is a stimulant. Okay? But I always start with half a Hyperlean pill. Don't start with a whole pill. You take a Hyperlean, and you're going to have a lot of energy. You're going to raise your core temperature, going to speed your heart rate up, you're going to burn fat.
I swear. I'll
take a
bring my
quarter of
bottle
one?
up right in a
There's
quarter.
no fucking way you're eating a quarter. I can't even break it into a half barely.
Look, I'll score it.
No more words.
But the Hyperlean, if you're sensitive stimulant and you cannot have stimulants, you've got to be easy with Hyperlean. But the Lean 8, I mean, I have 90-year-olds that take Lean 8.
I take Hyperlean 6:30 in the morning, get out of bed. Hyperlean with a glass of water, get in the shower. Amanda brings me a shake, 2 scoops of protein, and I put a little oatmeal in it.
Yeah.
And I drink that right after I've taken the Hyperlean. And I find, like, when I forget to take the Hyperlean, my nose is stuffy in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
When I take the Hyperlean, I'm able